The following contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
So yes, I'm 14 years old, and all of you look really old to me. My parents are pretty old. They're in their 40s now. Yeah, they're always telling me how easy I have it. They're like, oh, your generation's great. You don't know how hard it was to be a kid when we were kids. Why can't you be more like we were? Maybe because most of the crap you did when you were kids is illegal now. I cannot walk to 7-Eleven and buy my grandparents cigarettes. I am not allowed to hitchhike. I can't drink from a garden hose. I can't play with lawn darts, which were banned in 1988. I have my own set of challenges. When I ride my bike, I have to wear half a bowling ball on my head, because safety's a thing now. I didn't have an iPhone my whole life, you know. For many years, I had to use a flip phone. You had to press a button 3 times to type the letter C.
You're crazy, man. You're a loser. Playoffs?
It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
The Marc and who?
Starring the meteorologist who does it for the viewers,
Smoke!
Lowell Melser.
Can you get out of here?
And the man who rides the coattails of his friends and family, Marc Ronick.
Hey guys, it's enough with the amplifier.
And now, here they are, radio's equivalent of a dial-up connection.
Hello, boys.
Marc and Lowell.
Hello and welcome everybody to the Marc and Lowell Show. I am your host, Marc Ronick, and here with me, as always, my co-host, Lowell Melser. Hello, Lowell.
This is like the closest we've ever done, like 2 shows.
I know, I was thinking
it's Saturday, and now it's Thursday.
Over the past 2 weeks, that's like 3 shows. That's a lot for us lately.
That's too many. Too many shows. Too many shows.
No, it's part of our new commitment to the Marc and Lowell Show.
Marc and Lowell.
Remember we used to do that all the time. Remember that? The official, the official snack of the Marc and Lowell Show.
Right.
Hey, and we do have back, because we didn't have her on the last show, it's our good friend Lisa Runyon. Hello, Lisa.
Hello, boys.
And we are about to have Jonah in. He's asked me to Skype him in.
All right.
And here he is now, Jonah Berger. Hello, Jonah.
Say, brothers, what is happening?
Literally straight out of his car, straight
right
from work.
in.
Dedication, man. Dedication.
Right in.
I teach a class as far away in the Denver metro area while still being in the Denver metro area as possible from my home. And it ends at 6, and the whole way home in like end of traffic, I'm like, yeah, they're wanting to start on time, and I've got that nagging. I drove like Mario Andretti, man. And here I am. Yeah, totally.
Nice job, brother.
Dedication.
Dedication.
And if you listen to the last show with skid marks to boot.
Skid marks to boot. You don't even want to see what's going on down there.
Taboo.
Oh, no.
Taboo.
And we should, before we go any further, also, we mentioned it on the last show, we do have a producer now, part of the, again, Lowell, the new commitment to the Marc and Lowell Show. We have a new producer, and it is Hannah Pierce. Hello, Hannah.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited.
We're excited to see you, I was going to say, but you're not on the camera because Jonah, right before we started, she said she would have turned it on, but she just showered and, probably all the makeup's off now, and she doesn't feel presentable.
Hannah.
Yeah.
Come on, Hannah.
We're all friends.
Really?
I don't want to scare you. First impressions are a big deal, so.
Hannah, really? If you're going to be part of the crew.
I said, look at me. I got my bowl hair.
Yes.
Fresh out of the shower.
Yes.
Yeah, I went to the gym. I stink.
Oh,
I got the
I know. I
squeaks.
can smell you from here.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick rapid fire get to know Hannah.
Oh, no.
But we'll tell everybody the summary is Hannah's going to be helping with the day-to-day show, and she's going to be helping with some projects that we're going to help try to expand our audience, help expand the show, and she's going to help us do that. But Hannah, we got to just get to know who you are a little bit. So first, the basics. Let's pretend we're speed dating. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Wow. I mean,
like a baby.
technically.
What do you mean, wow? Like, oh, you're still young. We're old and crusty.
She's older than Jonah's wife.
I'll be 25 in 2 months if that changes anything.
You're 24 3/4.
Yes.
Nice.
Totally went over Jonah's head.
Yeah, no, I just chose to ignore it.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Yeah,
All right.
I got it.
I thought maybe there was a
caught it.
Skype hiccup and you didn't
No
hear
Skype hiccup, just a blatant, intentional ignoring of a friend's knocking of my wife's age. Beep, 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 beep.
It is true, though. She probably would have way more in common with your wife than she would say with us.
Hey, my wife's going to be 30 on Saturday. She'll be in her 30s, pal.
Oh, I
Good
have
for
friends
her.
older than your wife.
There you go.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Nice job, Hannah Banana.
All right. And single?
No.
No.
I have
Boyfriend,
a man.
girl. Okay, you have a man.
Yes.
But you guys are dating, married, living together?
We're dating. We've been together for about 7 months. I like to take things slow. We're not living together.
Yeah, it's 7 months. That's probably a
It's
good
kind of
idea.
Yeah.
early.
So she's
It's
smart.
early.
She's smart.
I'll go with that. Jonah, do you want to, what are your, I know you do this because I've been at restaurants with you where you like to get to know the waiters, the people next
Wait,
to us.
wait. Can I please ask his question for him?
He usually
Sure,
has
go ahead,
3.
Lisa.
He usually has 3.
Here's one of them. Okay, top 5 concerts you've ever been to.
Well, for the sake of the
first
show,
concert.
let's say first
Yes,
concert.
that
Okay.
you ever went to.
My very first concert.
Yes, first concert ever.
Well, you have to remember I'm 24.
That's all right. No judgment here. Judgment-free zone, Hannah.
Okay, so when I was in first grade, I saw Aaron Carter. If you guys remember who that is.
I know.
Do you know who
Aaron
that
Is
Carter.
that
Yeah.
Is that Backstreet Boys?
It's Nick Carter's brother. Nick Carter was
Okay.
part
Yeah.
of the Backstreet Boys, who I've
Okay.
also seen.
Okay.
It just wasn't your
But-
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first.
My wife's was in sync, so it's okay. You're in good company.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? Megan's was in sync?
Megan's was in sync.
That's so funny to me.
All right, Jonah, what's another one of your questions?
Hannah, if you could go on an all expenses paid trip anywhere around the world, where would you pick?
Oh, God.
That
Come
is a
on.
really hard question.
Oh, God. Listen, champ, I'm being asked to get to know Hannah. I'm getting to know Hannah.
Yeah, but we don't have all day. This is like a quick rapid fire,
Yeah,
as
some
Ronick said.
might say that's a quick answer. Here, New Zealand. Done.
Yeah, I'll say one that I know is never probably going to happen. Antarctica.
Wow.
Ooh.
That would be amazing.
Really? You think?
It would be
What would
cool.
you
Oh my gosh,
do
can
in
you
Antarctica?
imagine? Just look, I guess just look around. But,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that would
drink
be
a lot
incredible.
of whiskey to keep you warm. I mean, it's
Okay.
pretty cold.
I'd love to do that just on my own couch.
Yeah,
even.
that's one of my hobbies. So
Hannah, if you could only eat one food, your favorite food for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
breakfast food. Does that count? That's a lot of things.
Just said
but
breakfast.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
That
though.
is a great
My wife
answer,
just
though.
fell in love with you, Hannah. I asked my wife the day I met her, the day I met her, I said, what are your top 5 favorite foods? She said soup, leftovers, cilantro, applesauce, and breakfast.
Wow.
Like a whole category.
And she just rapid fire
It's
just
so
threw them
funny
out there.
that cilantro and breakfast food
Oh, I hate
falls into the
cilantro.
same
Yeah,
category.
cilantro is one of those things where you either love it or hate it.
Yep.
There's no in the middle.
Right.
I
it
love
tastes
it.
like soap to me.
I happen to love it. My wife hates it.
Really?
Interesting.
Yep. I love cilantro.
It's a thing. It's with your taste buds. Megan talks about this all the time. Cilantro is one of those things that half of us have like this certain chemistry to our taste buds that makes it taste delicious. The other half, like me, it tastes like soap to me.
I've heard that many times from
Soap.
people who don't like cilantro. My mom doesn't
Oh,
like
it's-
it, and she says the same exact thing, that it tastes to her like soap.
Interesting.
Yep.
So, Hannah, I know you've been catching up. You've been listening to the show a little bit. Who so far on the show do you feel like you relate to the most, and why?
oh wow, that's
Give her Jeopardy music, like.
I know that's tough because I haven't really thought about the show in that way.
It's hard when you've only listened to like half an episode, right?
I've listened
But
to a
you
little
tell-
bit more than that.
You tell Mark you've listened to like 50. I know, I do the same thing.
I just read the titles and go, yes, the tape.
Yes,
Yes,
I remember the
exactly.
tape. It was awesome.
Good one. That one where you guys talk about pooing. Yeah, that was a
about the
great
tape.
one.
Oh, the gay ass one.
Oh, the one with the
gay-ass.
gay-
So,
Yes.
have I put you
Yeah.
too much on the spot?
Yeah.
No, I guess
Just
I
say
have an
lol.
answer. But you have to remember, my answer is just based on what I know so far, which isn't very
Right.
much. I'm going to say Lowell.
Ooh.
Because,
Yes!
Lowell, you seem to get super goofy sometimes.
Yes, for sure.
I am the same way, for sure.
Goof.
All right. Well, Hannah, you're officially hired now.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Hired.
No. Good answer, Hannah.
Because if you had said Jonah, this would have been the last show.
All right. Well, let's catch everybody up. Last we spoke to our audience, I was at Lowell's home at the Lowell Meltzer studio. We did a show with Jonah. We ended the show abruptly because Reed was ready to play and ready to eat more of those marshmallows.
Yeah.
So we jumped right into that bowling arcade game that Lowell has.
Yeah, I should let you know, Allie tossed the marshmallows.
Oh, did she?
Oh, yeah.
I left them for Lowell and the kids.
Allie should have tossed the marshmallows.
It was too much for the kids.
Instantly threw them out or like had them for a day or two?
Pretty much, she like looked at me and goes, these are going in the trash. I'm like,
yeah.
all right.
No.
Smart.
Yeah.
No more.
I am so insulted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Believe me, I took 4 Jonah-like handfuls and shoved them into my mouth.
I like that he's the measurement.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I would say Lowell-like, so that's
Yeah,
all right.
right.
That's
It's
fair.
okay.
That's fair.
Jonah would say Lowell, right.
Yes.
I took 4 scoops. Like, I did like a...
Like a chipmunk?
Right.
Yeah, and like marshmallows were falling all over the floor.
Were they mini marshmallows?
Yes.
Ooh, mini marshmallows are
Mini
bomb.
chocolate flavored.
No, they were mini cereal marshmallows, Lisa.
Yes,
They weren't
yes.
just mini marshmallows. They were mini cereal ones.
Yeah,
Oh my
they're
gosh.
ridiculous. All right, so bowling game.
So
yeah.
bowling game, one thing I learned, which Lowell, I'm pretty sure you told us about this when you guys started playing this game, that Reed is quite the sore loser.
Yeah, he's very competitive. He's like so competitive.
It's beyond competition.
Yeah.
He either has to win or
He's miserable.
hell breaks loose.
yeah, or he gets
Interesting.
mad.
He gets super mad. He even won legitimately. We probably played 8 to 10 games.
Yeah.
He won maybe almost half of those games. Legitimately won.
Yeah, legitimately won. But like when he had lost a couple in a row, I was like, Mark, let's pull back a little bit.
Yeah, you were done.
No, I was just like saying, let him.
Yeah, let him be.
Let him win. If,
Oh.
But then he just would win anyway.
Yeah, he takes it really seriously, man. But woo,
I know.
He
I know.
he really lets you know when he's pissed.
Yeah, he does.
His facial expressions.
How old is he?
5.
I mean, you know instantly when that kid is mad. There is no hiding it.
Yeah.
He loves sports and he loves being competitive. So I don't know where he gets that from. I mean,
Yeah.
who could he get that from? I don't know.
Short-tempered.
Yeah,
Weird.
short temper. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Pushes buttons in any way he doesn't like, and he gets upset.
Who could that be?
But anyway, I had a great time. It was fun as always. It was just me because Amy was out of town. So it was nice just, personal one-on-one time with each
Right,
of the
you
kids.
don't have to share.
Yeah, didn't have to
Yeah.
share at all. It was good.
What's Sloan like? What's her MO?
She was, at least this visit, I got sticky sweet Sloan.
Because of the marshmallows.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it was, lol. She was super sweet.
I know. No, she's really turning into. She gives the best hugs, the best kisses.
That's awesome.
She loves giving hugs and hanging out
Yeah.
and cuddling.
Wait until about 10 to 12 years from right now where I'm at.
I know.
Yeah.
And then
I
you'll be
know.
like,
No. Can I get some of those hugs and the
dude,
cuddling?
you don't need to be you don't need to
Get
be
any
hugging
hugs?
people. No hugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, any
Yeah.
hugs?
No
at all
hugging.
for daddy.
I mean, yeah, she's like the best because, like, I come home from work or whatever, and Reed's like, "Hey, Daddy!" Like, he'll give me like a hug, and then he'll run away and play.
Right.
But Sloan will like run up, cling on
Yes.
to me, and like hold on, and like
best.
is kissing me all over the face, and like I'm like, "You're the best."
Yeah.
Yeah, nachas.
Really the best.
You're
Enjoy
like-
it.
Yeah.
You're like a
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
hero.
Yeah, I remember being the big hero.
Yeah.
Way back then.
Way back when.
It is for a limited time, but then I do think Mark it comes back eventually. I think.
It does
I
come back.
sure hope
yeah,
so.
you're her papa, man. Like, you're her one and only.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
It's tough age.
No, it's got it. I mean, it does because like it's a stage, it's a season.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not that we don't get along. It's just that I
know.
don't get that kind of what
know.
Lowell is
Warmth.
explaining. Yeah.
Of course not.
No, it's just what Lowell is explaining. explaining.
She's also at that age. She's going through the identity thing. It's like a very tough age
It
for
is
young
a tough
children.
age, and they tend to shut out the papas.
Yeah, they shut out the papas. They push away what, in fact, they need the most.
Were you the rabbi?
Yeah, the rabbi. The rabbi says, "Don't worry, Mark."
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that?
What was that?
Oh, I wish I had 1 extra second to prep, and I would have put the mic down there. I just had such a nice squeaker.
Didn't need to hear that.
Yeah, now it's.
Didn't need to hear
You
that.
know what, Jonah? You are so right. I'm going to call myself out on that.
Please.
I mean, why are we all like grunting at the fact that he just
Jonah.
ripped a fart?
Because
really?
I always
Because
grunt about that.
I can see how bad it smells too by Jonah's facial expressions.
It's bad. It's real bad.
and the paint peeling on the wall behind him.
See, I don't have a vision of the blistering paint, so I don't know
I can
what's
see
going
the
on.
blistering paint. Blistering paint.
As we're all having a good chuckle, just want to remind everybody to, hey, click anything Amazon you see on our webpage at markandlowell.com. Listen, if you are not a Prime member, first of all, you're crazy if you're not doing Amazon Prime at this point.
I'm not.
Forget the shipping that you get for free on almost everything, but you get all the movies and the TV shows and everything streaming with that. It's pretty sick. So if you haven't, you can get a free trial on markandlowell.com. Just go there, click the banner, and you are good to go. Sign up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Lowell, you told me right before we started you had an interesting experience you wanted to share.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to bring the show down at all, but I think it's an interesting. I'm sure this has happened to both of you. No, it's not like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm sure this has happened to both of you, but like it really just it just hit me for some reason. So I was driving home today. I was driving in my car.
In my car from Frederick, Maryland. I was driving.
Don't you have that?
I'm driving in my car from Frederick, Maryland. I was listening to my country radio when I heard. What?
Listening to my country radio when I heard.
All right, so go ahead.
All right. So, I was driving home and I was on the highway sitting in traffic and I was flipping through the Sirius XM listening to different music, and then all of a sudden a song came on. And it was just a weird song. It was an REM song. It was that song Night Swimming.
Okay, yeah.
Night swimming.
Yeah. I just got overcome of like a million different memories that just like
Oh, yeah.
flowed into my head of college, camp, just that time when then that song was out, like how old I was and what I was doing, and like a lot of camp,
Right.
a lot of like college, a lot of like, I think I was in like a long distance relationship during that time. Like it was like overload.
Weird.
I thought you were gonna say you wept. Did you weep?
Like I got like.
I thought he was going there too.
No, I didn't. But I got like I didn't feel like I was gonna cry. I just felt like I got like not like a panic attack, but it was just like it was so many
overwhelming
different
a little bit.
memories that I was having while I was driving. I got almost like lightheaded over it.
Wow.
I believe they call that verklempt.
I guess because like it's like, you know, sometimes like songs just trigger like so many things in your life.
Can I just add something to this? I think that this is going to sound a little deep, but
That's what I was saying. I don't want to get too deep, but yeah,
we're in the pool. But here's the thing. The human brain is capable of so much more than we are consciously aware of, that a song triggers all of a sudden this thing, and it opens up this portal of like, you're in that moment, man, and you're in like college and camp and high school. It's like, I think you're overwhelmed by it because your conscious mind is like, whoa, but they have literally proven that the mind can do so many things that we can't even say with a straight face right now because our teeny little conscious brains are not able to embrace it. Stop smiling at me, Mark.
Mark's
I'm
smirking.
serious.
I see him.
Yeah,
I
he's
see him
so
smirking.
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 Well, I mean, think about like how many songs you know. Like I know the words to so many songs. and yet like I can't remember the directions on the box that I throw in the trash. I have to take it back out of the trash. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you did hear those songs millions of
over
times
and over again.
well, but still, like it's still like I mean I don't know. I just feel like it's pretty.
I don't know.
You're right, the brain is impressive.
It was just weird. It was just like I had all these different thoughts.
Yeah.
Like the song just triggered so many things because I remember hearing that song for the first time at camp. And then I heard it in college, and like I had all these different memories that were associated with that time, and it was just weird, man.
Meanwhile, Hannah's sitting in the corner over there, like, what are these old people doing over here?
Yeah,
REM.
Can I interject? I was actually going to ask you. There's a comedian named Sean Cullen.
Yeah, I know that name.
Okay, he did like a fake REM cover band.
Really?
It is phenomenal. Yeah, it's really good.
Well, I got to look that up then.
Yeah, it's R.E.M.B.E.R. Sean Cullen.
All right, I'm going to look that up on YouTube.
Hannah, do you know REM? That's a familiar band to you?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know a song by REM?
Uh-huh.
I'm not grilling you. I'm curious. At 24.
Sorry.
It's the end of
Oh, yeah.
As we know it.
Not a fan of that
Yeah.
I think that's the words.
Yeah, sentimental.
Lowell, you would have thought that we would have planned this discussion because the fact that you're bringing up these old songs and memories and things from our past, I had a whole time machine, the Marc and Lowell time machine. This was going to be a whole segment I had on what happened in the year 1989. And I thought, if this goes well, maybe we will do this from show to show, different years from our past. Let me give you an example. We'll start with some of the easy stuff or just like the little things. Like in 1989, a stamp was 22 cents. A gallon of gas was $1.08. Movie tickets were $3.97 a ticket.
Yeah.
Right.
That ain't happening.
You can't get butter on your popcorn for $3.97.
You can't get a matinee for that. You can get it for double that, maybe.
Hey, what do you say we go see the Jurassic?
Yeah, how about Jurassic, champ?
Remember that?
You want to know? You want some movies from back then?
Sure.
Was that from
That's
Back to the Future?
Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, has Hannah seen Back to the Futures?
Hannah?
Yes.
Have you seen just the first one, or have you seen all three?
No, just the first one.
I figured.
Well, that's the only one worth seeing.
Yeah, the first and second one are good. The third one's kind of, I mean, it's fine, but...
Second one is a bit of a loose stool compared to the first one.
No, the first one's the best, but the second one wasn't bad.
Right.
It wasn't great either, though.
I disagree. I thought it was... I didn't think it was bad.
Mark?
Of number two?
2.
When they go to Biff Town and everything?
I enjoyed all three, but...
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course. That's because that's who I am. These kinds of movies, it can be really bad, and I will still really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like Rocky. You're willing to go for the ride.
Right.
I was like that with the Matrix trilogy. I was like willing to go for the ride because I love the first one so much.
God, those got progressively worse.
I know.
They did.
But much like Back to the Future, my ex watched Back to the Future so many times over and over again that I just really kind of got sick of it. But I do think the first one was the best, of course.
Well, here, some other movies back in the day. Now, I didn't pull any soundbite because I don't think any of us really care that much. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 1989.
Nice. Nice.
But also you had
Indiana
Jones and the Last Crusade.
Last Crusade, okay.
Did you guys like that one? And talk about trilogies.
Remind me
Love
which one
that
that one was.
That was with Sean Connery.
Sean Connery Jr.
Junior.
Yeah. What about you, Hannah? You seen any of the Indiana Jones movies?
I haven't.
Oh, man.
So I have a list of what I call guy movies.
Uh-huh.
And I would consider that loosely a guy movie.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of movies that my boyfriend keeps telling me I need to watch.
Yeah, add that to the list for sure. It's worth it. It really is very good.
Mark, call my phone real quick.
Why?
Literally, just call me.
Call you right now?
It's show appropriate.
All right, I'm calling you. It's dialing right now.
Well, there you go.
That's fair. Okay.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
What's your favorite Indiana Jones movie of the three? Because I don't count the later one.
I honestly think the first one is the best one, but I think the third one, The Last Crusade, is probably my favorite.
Mark and I remember we always used to, for the second one.
Yeah,
right?
with the kid.
Sugaram, Sugaram.
Sugaram.
Yeah, where he rips his heart out.
Where he pulls his heart out. Lowell and I
Mark
always...
and I used to do that at camp all the time.
That gross meal with the monkey brains.
Monkey brains.
Yeah.
Monkey brains. Oh, chilled monkey brains.
A lot of people didn't like that movie. Of the three, they didn't like that movie.
It's the worst one of them, but I like it.
Of the three, I guess it's not I guess it is the worst one, but I still thought it was a very good movie.
Good. Yeah, me too.
That's Steven Spielberg's wife is the blonde in that movie.
All right, now this is another movie. This was another sequel, the second of several. It's a line from it. Actually, Jonah, I know you like this scene.
Gonna die on the toilet, aren't I? Guys like you don't die on toilets. Okay, let's do it.
I know what it is.
Great one.
On three. Oh, let me get into the tub. Okay. I'm just gonna give you the... on three, huh? What do you say? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
One.
You know this?
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
Wait.
On three?
Do we do it
Going on three?
Three or...
1, 2, 3, then go.
1, 2, 3, then do it. Oh, it's your ass, Cochise. I mean, it's up to you. My ass, yeah. 3. Well, we go on 3. 3 on 3. 1, 2, and 3.
It's a very important thing to do.
It is, yes.
On 3. 3. 1, 2.
Oh my god. And the toilet bounces on the front yard.
Right,
Yeah.
and they miraculously survive.
Yeah, never.
Huge
Scratch on
explosion.
them.
Right.
Lethal Weapon 2, for those of you who don't know.
But is that not so true? Like, don't your legs and butt cheeks fall asleep if you're on the toilet for too long?
Oh, hell yeah.
I've had some sessions, let me tell you.
And also, I will admit, especially nowadays, because everybody admitted, I know some people say, I would never do this. But when you have your phone on the toilet,
Oh, please.
and you're always resting your legs, your arms on your legs while you're holding the phone, and that instantly my legs will go numb after that.
Fecal phone.
Yeah, fecal phone.
Now, another
Fecal
big
phone.
1989 movie that I was heavily influenced by.
Keep busting.
Oh, I got a live one here.
Yeah, and this is like one of the best Prince songs ever.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best Prince songs ever. That song is a genius piece of musical
Yes.
work.
Again,
it
if
is.
you're somebody like Hannah and may not know what this is from the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton.
Ah. I was thinking superhero for some reason.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't.
Hannah, most of the time when I'm talking about a movie, it's probably superhero.
Superhero related. I did see this movie though.
You didn't see the original
I
Batman?
did see
Oh
it.
my god,
Yes,
the
I
first
did.
Batman.
Yes, I did.
I wonder what it looks like now.
I've peeked in on it a few times here and there in recent years, and I still like it. It's still
holds
good.
up?
It holds up enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like watching Adam West, in the old TV show
Right.
stuff.
Reed has been watching Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Ooh,
and
yeah, one.
I love Ghostbusters.
They're both pretty funny, but 1 is definitely the best. But the special effects in those are kind of,
Yeah.
janky.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's like animated stuff. I mean, it's it's real.
But they're good. I'm amazed he likes them so much. He likes watching
are
both of them all
very
the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now remember, we're doing the MandL time machine right now.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So, how about you guys want to hear the top 5 songs of 1989?
Sure.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, the little snippets.
Can I tell you, I graduated high school in 1989.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That we're doing it just for you,
Yeah.
Lisa. Mm-hmm. All right, so this was number 5. Janet Jackson.
Miss you much.
I definitely had a little Janet Jackson crush growing
Oh
up.
yeah, come on.
I mean, she was pretty hot.
Yeah.
And how about Tito?
Some Tito.
Tinto.
Yeah.
But Janet Jackson, young Janet Jackson, also on what sitcom?
Different Strokes.
No.
Yes.
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 Janet Jackson?
And Good Times.
Good Times was what I was thinking.
yeah,
she was on
Good
Different
Times.
Strokes?
Yeah,
No.
she was Willis's girlfriend for a little while. No? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think
I
you're
was
right,
thinking
Penny.
Tana, will you look that up and see if Janet Jackson was
I was
ever on
thinking
Different
Good Times.
Strokes?
I'm on it.
Thank you.
Bum, 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 bum.
All right, so here is number 4. I really had a crush on Paul Abdul.
Oh, yeah, Mark did for sure.
Mark
I had a
definitely
poster.
did.
I had at
remember
least
that.
one poster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The better coaster you
Paul
had
Abdul.
was the Christina Applegate.
That was one of the best posters.
Oh,
The
yeah.
best.
That was her with the boa constrictor.
Yeah, she was hot.
Yes, she was hot. Let's see, number 3.
But I guess that's why they say every rose has its own.
By Poison.
Just like every night has its dawn.
Now this is a song that reminds me of camp a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Of, like, sitting
I feel like hearing this a lot at like the camp dances
at the
and
dance.
stuff.
But that's just because it was the 80s.
Turd has its flush.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Number 2, Bobby Brown.
All this junk about me, why don't they just let me be? Tell
Now,
me why.
Back in 1989, you may have seen Mark Ronick walking through Camp Ramblewood holding the giant boombox, blasting this
shoulder.
song off his shoulder.
That is
Oh, yeah.
Man, it was a
hysterical.
different time. Does Hannah know about the boom boxes?
On the shoulder.
Do you, Hannah? Do you know what we're talking about?
I've seen it in historical.
Yeah, at the
Historical
Smithsonian.
documents.
Yes.
At
You
the
know,
Smithsonian.
It is in the museums, you know. I took Maya
Yeah.
through one of those Smithsonian museums, and we went through the tech area, and they start with the Sony Walkman and the big boom box.
Me and Gary Kane were sitting outside of a movie theater in Florida. We were visiting my Bubby and Zadie for spring break, our junior year, and all of a sudden, all these girls are screaming, and Bobby Brown came out of the movie theater.
Wow.
He's one of my only famous people sightings of all time.
That's kind of cool.
Was he
I
on
wouldn't
crack
have
or was he
known.
sober at the time?
No, it was like a year or two out. It was 89. It was literally 89.
Wow.
See, and like, yeah, no cell phone, so you can't even get a photo.
That's all right.
No photo, mental
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah, mental
Back in my
photo.
day, we took pictures with our brains.
See?
I just read this article. These people, 50 years ago, they skipped school to try to go to a Beatles concert.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
They skipped school to go to a Beatles concert. They couldn't get into the concert when they got there, and they're leaving and they're driving off. And they're on the street now. They look outside of their car window over at the next car, and there's Ringo Starr hanging out his car window, taking a picture of them. They, for the next 50 years, were telling people about this, but of course they don't have a picture of it
Right.
until he publishes his damn book, and he publishes that picture.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Yes,
Right.
and they recreated it, and they have the top, one on the top, one on the bottom. Of the back then and now, it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Because it's like
Were they, like, all
they're
excited?
5
Yes.
teenagers, and they're like, the girls are like coming over from their side of the car to like
Right.
look out the window and see, and then
You can see some shock on one
Right,
guy's
right.
face.
That
You know,
is
and,
awesome.
and like disbelief in their faces and stuff, and
Yes.
then so
That's
these
amazing.
people. What I think is amazing is that these 5 people recreated this photo today.
yes.
And it's like they're still friends, and they're still
Yes.
like all
Is that,
there.
is that
Very
going on
true.
the? Is that on the social medias to look up?
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
look that up. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, we'll
that up.
post it on our page. We'll post
Okay.
it on our page.
It was
Yeah.
really cool.
Right, Hannah?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Hannah.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff Hannah's like, you guys got to do more of that when you talk
Yeah,
about something. You
post
got
it
to
on our
post about
page.
it.
Hey, speaking
Yeah.
of the Beatles, have you guys heard about the new movie coming out?
Yes, I can't wait for this.
No.
No One Knows the Beatles. I don't know what it's called.
No, it's called Yesterday.
Yesterday?
It's called Yesterday. That's the movie. I am so pumped for this. My daughter's super pumped for this.
It looks great.
Who's playing everybody?
I don't know who's playing who, to be honest. I sent it to your wife, actually. She's very excited.
Oh.
I sent her the link to this.
Oh, it's like a movie about the Beatles, but not.
No, it's a movie about, here's the long story short. The entire world goes through a power surge. Power goes out throughout the whole world. This car loses control, hits this dude riding his bicycle. He bangs his head. He's like a musician not getting anywhere in life. He crashes, bangs his head, wakes up. He's okay. He's fine. Fast forward, his girlfriend gives him a guitar, and he starts to play Yesterday, and he plays the whole thing and for his friends and his girlfriend, and he stops, and they're all just staring at him, and then they look at him, and they go, wow, when did you write that? He's like, what are you talking about? Paul McCartney wrote that. The Beatles, they're like, who? Huh. The whole premise is the whole world has no clue anymore who the Beatles are.
Oh, my God.
Except him, and he starts to write those songs, and he becomes a superstar.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I have not seen any of this.
Oh, I posted it too, and there you go, Hannah. We'll have to post that on our page as well.
Hannah, please.
So yeah,
that's funny.
Oh, by the way, guys,
that's awesome.
We're doing the time machine. We're doing a time.
Oh yeah, the time machine.
Yeah, I know.
We got to do the number
machine.
one. We got to just do the number one
All
song
right.
to close it out. I can't leave it. Four songs in.
Hammer time.
The number one song in 1989.
Oh God! Look Away is right.
Look Away.
Wait a minute, really?
Oh, the worst song.
By Chicago? You don't like this song?
Oh.
No, I don't.
Make it
This
stop.
this would get a switch channel.
Yeah, switch the channels. Exactly.
What's on Q107?
I'm so sad to hear that. I thought
do
you guys would
like
be super
typically love
excited.
Chicago, but that one is not one of my
Chicago,
jams.
yes. That song was a limp queen
Yeah.
of Chicago's collection.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I'll close my time machine this time.
Okay.
I did have more. For example, I'll give you one other. Right? I'm going to reopen the time machine. Let me play for you guys. Oh, for example, big popular show in 1989.
I know my parents loved me.
Different world.
A Different World. The Cosby spinoff show.
Yep.
Yeah, Denise.
And then also we've got...
Making your
nice.
way in the world today takes everything you've got.
And then for you, Lisa, I know you're going to be excited about this one.
Thank you for being a friend.
Some bosom buddy. Oh, that's Golden Girls.
Road and back again.
Bosom buddies!
Are you kidding me?
Where do you get
Stop the press?
Bosom
Yeah.
buddies?
Hello.
Bosom buddies.
Look up the Bosom Buddies intro song.
All right, stand by. Let me pull that up.
Please.
The Golden Girls show had some of the best writing in television history.
Yes, it
It
did.
is
You're
so
right.
funny. I still watch it. I'm watching
Megan,
it.
I don't
favorite
need to
show.
pull up Bosom Buddies. It's Billy Joel. It's I'm moving out.
Moving out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just because there's a piano. That's the...
Yeah,
No,
it was striking similar.
Golden Girls is still so funny.
It's one of Megan's favorite shows of all time.
It's
is
still
Golden
so
Girls.
funny.
I'd have to go
That's
back
when
and
you should
look.
watch, Hannah, Golden Girls.
I absolutely love the Golden Girls.
Oh, really?
Oh, good.
It's the only reason I watch Hallmark. Yeah.
Atta girl.
Yeah. I mean, that show was hilarious back then, and it's still, like, hilarious.
it is.
I still
Yeah.
laugh out loud when I watch
Yep.
it.
You know what doesn't make me laugh out loud that much anymore?
What?
Three's Company.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I know it's not that funny,
It's
but
not
it was
that funny.
so funny back in the day.
It was so funny when we were kids.
Yeah, I watched it just the other night, and I mean, there were a couple things. I mean, John Ritter is just
The physical
he's phenomenal.
humor.
Yeah,
But that,
Amazing.
do you think they could pull that show off
no.
now?
Well,
No
they
way.
could.
It's kind of politically incorrect, right?
Yeah, but you know, Will and Grace is of that.
Yeah, but
same
he was
cloth.
pretending. He was pretending to be gay so he could live
True.
with two women in
right
the same
because
apartment.
the 70s, it was not necessarily appropriate for that building, at least for men and women to be living together. It was like the time, but now.
Yeah.
That would be nothing.
No, nobody would care now. But like Mr. Roper would make some some off-colored comments all the time.
Yep.
And I don't know if they could. I don't know if that would.
I don't know, but
be,
it's like the same thing as like Archie Bunker, right? Like it's that same kind
Absolutely.
of really like social commentary through the satirization of
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
Or not. I mean, really, it really wasn't satire because he was. I mean, there are people that are like that, you know. So
Right.
he was kind of like making fun of that through the course of the show.
I guess, but yeah, it was just it definitely would not fly now. That's for damn sure.
Like an Archie Bunker type show.
Yeah,
you could get away with it on like a Netflix or something like that, but not on like network.
Not
TV.
network.
Like Last Man Standing, like that Tim Allen show where he's
Yeah,
a
I've never seen
sportsman.
that.
He's like a staunch Republican and in the show, and He has a black neighbor, and he makes comments that are like really
Inappropriate.
really kind of inappropriate. And then the neighbor makes jokes back, so it's just kind of like they're using like stereotypes, joking with each other. It is a thin line, man. It would not be one I would feel comfortable like getting close to.
Even talking about it right now makes it feel like a thin line.
Oh, really?
You feel like you have to skirt around it these days.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's not what you're saying. It's the vibe behind how you're saying it. Words themselves, they ain't got power. But the negativity or the positivity, it's like you can't be afraid to say stuff. You just have to say it with the right intention. That's all. That's
Now, let me lighten the mood.
I like that.
Yeah, lighten the mood. What's going on here?
Yeah, on a very special Marc and Lowell.
Yeah.
All right, well, here's something. Here was a lost piece, by the way, guys. Lost piece of the rap. And I got to say one thing that we didn't really point out. All right, 2 shows ago, when we were listening to the old cassette tapes of the quote-unquote Jonah and Lowell show, back in the early days, prepubescent days, there was a lot of this Camp Ramblewood rap, and the main focus was all about the owner of the camp's balls hanging out of his shorts that one Shabbat night.
Right.
And what we really didn't realize is how much of a theme that really is throughout your entire tape.
Yeah.
This was a little piece of the rap that I lost.
Oh, great.
That at least I just didn't have when we played it the first time.
Said Bernie's on my right with the nuts hanging out. Said ho.
Oh.
The way he just makes you want to shout. Say ho. 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 His nuts hang out like a 2-foot.
No, the thing that I love is it's Lowell high voice, but it is the same Lowell. It's the same kind of laugh. You gotta hear it once more.
Said Bernie's on my right with the nuts hanging out. Say ho. The way he just makes you want to shout. Say ho. 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 His nuts hang out like a 2-foot.
So that was just a little tidbit from the rap that we didn't get to hear last time. But
Jonah and I are the only ones dying.
No, it was funny to listen to you guys just losing it.
I was trying to be quiet. Oh, that was so funny.
But I want to play this song, especially for people like Hannah who may not have ever heard this song before.
The first time
Okay.
ever I saw your face.
This is the reason I'm playing this song is because they decided to make their own song using some of the lyrics and definitely some of the tune, although that's questionable as well, staying in tune. But this is the first time ever I saw this camp. And here, we'll just dive in. I can't even.
The first time
That's Jonah.
ever I saw this camp, I felt the sun
Oh, God. Now, here comes, of course, guys.
Yeah, here comes Lowell is right.
Lots of Bernie Ball.
Yeah.
It was in Shabbat services when it happened.
Here it is.
That's all we talked about.
First time ever we saw Bernie's ball.
Again.
Oh, it wasn't such a pretty sight. Say.
What?
Say,
A little extended mix.
He was so big, and he made such a big splash when he jumped in the pool. The first time, nobody seen when this.
Okay.
All right, that's enough.
And then they realize at some point, though, that they are starting to sound like, hey, a reference from earlier, Archie Bunker or Edith. God. That's enough with the amplifier.
Yeah.
Well, I can imagine that would have a huge impact on a kid.
Clearly.
To see somebody's balls hanging out right there.
Yeah.
We were very young and impressionable. It's true.
I mean,
But he also made reference to Carl's tits.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Because Carl was a large man.
Yes.
yeah.
And Gwen, God rest her soul.
Yeah, Gwen. More Janet anger.
Yeah, last week, all I kept thinking in the back of my mind is, please, Janet, don't be listening to
Okay,
the show.
but now
And of
nobody
course-
knows what you're talking about because Janet is the daughter of Bernie.
Right.
Good point. Janet is the daughter of Bernie, whose balls were sticking out, and he's now passed on.
Yeah.
And I thought, please, Janet, don't be listening to the show. And of course, I get the text that night.
Yeah.
Great show today.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
From Janet.
Janet listens to the show.
She listened last time.
I got this text. She goes, "Oh, the one show I decide to finally listen
Yeah,
to."
exactly.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Are you kidding? Like, seriously, are you kidding? How does she doesn't even know we have a podcast.
she listened that day, pal.
You know what? Mark probably told her to listen.
No, I didn't. I didn't tell her. I swear to God, I have the same
Yeah.
text. I'll send it to you.
Oh, my God.
All right.
What are you talking about? That's insane.
That is going to do it for the Mark and Lowell Show. Please go to Facebook, go to Twitter, friend and follow us over there. And if you need that information or any other information, Mark and Lowell, just go to markandlowell.com.
And the first time ever I saw Bernie's balls.
And thank you to Lisa Runyon.
hey guys, thanks for having me, and to the fans, thanks for listening, and I love you guys.
She's
and
trying.
That's no lying. I'm trying to get
not
that.
lying.
And I'm not
and I'm
lying.
not lying.
Atta gal. Stay with it.
We're still. We'll
working.
get there. We'll get there. I promise.
Get there.
I promise. And thank you to Jonah Berger.
Hey, if you want to get me on www.theregalbeaglebarandlounge.com.
Wow, good pull there. And hey, thanks Hannah for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And a big shout out to Buzz Burbank, RJ Diaz, the aforementioned Hannah Pierce for helping us with this show. For Lowell Melser, I'm Mark Ronick. We will see you next time on the Mark and Lowell Show.
Bye-bye. Man.
I hear it and it's like it was last night.
Yeah, I know. It's like it was last night. I know. Well,
I
we
know it by heart.
Seriously?
We've listened to it a million times.
A million times. We went through phases like right after that night, we would listen to it forever and ever.
Ever.
Then we lost track of it and it came back for a little while. And now it's yet again.
Yet again.
But we knew that night that it was like
It was gold. We had
yeah,
several
it was gold,
gold.
man.
Yeah.
It's all tarnished copper, but to us
Yeah.
it felt like pure gold.
Pure gold.
Oh my.
Did we ever play that at camp for anyone?
No.
No, probably not.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Never.